Hey guys, Coach Marcus Jones here, Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to today's official or unofficial hangout with Green Organics. This is for both Heart by Naturals and Go to Sauna. And we do this every single Monday, very informal session where we have some leaders on here, coaches on here that may share some tips. And it's also open for anyone who wants to share any successes they're having or even ask questions, and we'll do our best to answer any questions. So as you guys hop on, comment in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from. This is also open to prospects, so anyone you know may be open to becoming a member of the Greener Gangs business opportunity. You can always invite them to hop on here and see what they get at no cost. And quick disclaimer, uh, we are a health and wellness company. We have great products, and we're not making any medical claims. We're not saying anything. Any of our products diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. If you have any questions, always see your doctor before using these products. And if you do partner with us, we don't guarantee you're ever going to earn any income because we work hard, and we don't know if you're going to work hard. So you might join us and not earn a single dime. Okay, so that's our very simple income disclaimer. So with that being said, we have the weekly buzz people. Laser here, Coach Denise Dazinski, Coach Kimberly Wilkins, and we have one of our coaches. He's very well known in the Hollywood industry, Coach Stu Large. So I always like to give them an opportunity to open things up and share. So Coach Denise, I'm gonna always call you first because your name is first on the Zoom screen. So do you have any words of wisdom or any tips you want to share with the group today?
Sure, that's how I get on first all the time because my name's first. I was wondering. Anyway, how you doing, Marcus?
I'm well and blessed. It's a little hot here in Las Vegas, but it's all well.
I
How you
think
doing?
some of your heat's coming this way. It's 94 here today, and the rest of the week's going to be close to 100. So we've got your heat, and it's hot.
Yeah.
So with that, I want to give you some summer tips because you know it's hot. Kids are home. You don't really want to work, but you need to work. Okay, this is how you do it. You're going to start some social media campaigns. Run summer themed social media promotions with appealing visuals like you're out barbecuing or you're at the pool, you're out shopping, anything like that. Do some social media campaigns and just put it out there. Have your product in your hand, in your purse, in your pool bag. It's just that easy. Another thing you can do is do some virtual events. And like we do the weekly buzz, that's not really the kind of event to push our products out personally. Do your own. Get out there and do some events and do some lives. Do your lives and show one product at a time. This is your virtual sales force. It's 24/7 on your social media. That is the way to go. You might not be on, but people that didn't see it and might be on in the evening, they're going to catch that and they're going to start asking questions. The next thing is do email marketing. Send a regular newsletter with business updates or success stories, summer related tips. Just put that out there to all your people. The next one, and this is kind of fun. Do some outdoor pop-up shops. Set up a tent in a park and do some, shops and go to local outdoor events. You're going to attract some new customers. So that is my tips for today.
All right, thank you. Does anyone have any questions about anything that Coach Denise shared? And those are, if you do, you can type them in the comments or you can unmute yourself. And just as we asked, those are some great tips, and especially when it comes to the products, because we have probably what 200 products between the companies, and we know it can be overwhelming trying to decide on which product to share. And we all have our favorite products, but if you were to look at the leaderboards, especially with both companies, most of the people on that leaderboard are focused on promoting black seed oil. And now we have with HPN the drink to drop products. We even have a drink to drop Weight Warriors group that's gaining a lot of traction. And so there are some popular products that people are promoting. And so rather than you maybe want to focus your timeline or whatever you're doing when you're promoting the products, try to stick to, the 3 or 4 popular ones. Like black seed oil is my favorite. Studies show that black seed oil cure 100. I mean, black seed oil has 101 benefits, or and they say it cures everything but death. Okay, so I've been using my timeline sharing 3 to 4 benefits by doing a Facebook Live daily. Okay, so that's just what I've been doing, focusing on black seed oil. Okay, and so but you guys have your favorites, but the Healing Trilogy is another popular one. The SBV bundle is popular. Okay, and folic acid, and we have so many products that are amazing. And so try to find the ones that resonate with your audience, and tailor your promoting, to educating them about the products. All right, let me get Coach Stu. He's on here. Then Kimberly, I have you come after Coach Stu. How you
Hey,
doing?
Coach, how's it going?
I'm well and blessed. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm really thankful because I'm out here in LA, and we have had some, I mean, not hot weather. Like, we've been hovering in the high 70s, and I'm in the valley. So, Coach, it gets like 10 to 15 degrees hotter. So I'm enjoying it. I'm seeing you guys at like 100 and 105. Man, I'm just thankful and trying to enjoy it before the heat wave comes this way. So listen, folks, just really, really briefly, all I wanted to say today is just that remember to keep your energy high. I went out today. I stopped at the gas station. I stopped at CVS drugstore, and then I stopped to get something to drink. Let me tell you, I spoke to people every place I went, just about the business. And it's wild because all 3 people were looking for something to make some money with. Well, how did you start the conversation? Well, me, I'm always high energy. I joke a lot. I smile a lot because that's what attracts people, right? So I was for example, at the gas station. I'm pumping my gas. The guy says, "How you doing?" I said, "If I had your money, I'd be much happier." And I started laughing. And the guy says, "You don't want my money?" I said, "Sure, I do." I said, "Listen, let me ask you a question. If money wasn't an object, where would you rather be right now?" And he said, "Man, I'd rather be, I forgot what he said. It was a beach somewhere that I hadn't heard of." And I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, why aren't you there?" He said, "The money." I said, "Listen, you know what? I think I may have found a way." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "No, seriously, I think I may have found a way." And then I started the whole conversation. So now I got his information. I said, "This might not be for you." That's called the takeaway. This might not be for you. But what I'm willing to do is send you some information. And what's the best way to contact you? Is it email or is it text message? Personally, folks, we don't care which one he says, do we? He says, "No, take my phone number." I said, "Fine. I'll contact you this evening." And it gives a little information. And again, this might not be for you. It might, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Because I don't look like I'm too hungry. I'm not looking like I'm starving to get a business partner, right? But people are looking. We know statistically that the economy is in a rough place right now. We've all felt that, right? We all know that gas is up. We all know the food is up. So have your energy up. Help people to see themselves better than where they are, right? Same thing when I went to the store. I went inside, high energy. I'm in line waiting. Ooh, it's hot out today, isn't it? Yeah, but I said, well, it's not as hot as it can be, but I'm thankful for the days because I know it's on its way. That's right. Maybe I can get out of here and go someplace cool. Yeah, me too. Well, we're stopping you. Whew. I said, let me guess, money, right? Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. If money wasn't that much of an issue, because right now you're probably trading your time for dollars, right? Yeah, well, if money wasn't an issue, or you could have some extra coming in, you think you'd be able to get that vacation. Now we're attaching them with something that they said that they love to do. I said, I found a way. I'm undecided. I'm not sure. And it's not for everybody. It might not even be for you. I don't even know. But I'm willing because I got to go. Remember, we're always in a hurry. I got to go. So I'm not sure this is for you. But if you want to exchange some information, maybe I can send you something tonight or tomorrow. And you'll see, where it goes. It's just some information. Sure. I would love to do that. Okay, great. What's the best way to contact you? Email or text message? Send me a text message, not a problem. So, folks, all I'm saying to sum this up is you will never run out of people to talk to. And like Coach Will says, don't go out to prospect, but prospect while you're out. And Coach Stu says, high energy is high income. All you have to do, folks, is plant the seed. Don't worry about what's going to grow. Plant the seed and keep going. All right. With that, Coach, I'm back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Stu. Yeah, that weather out there, I grew up in the valley, so 85 degrees was considered a heat wave. So, so I know how you feel out there, but hey, great tips. I like the technique where you all offered something by telling the people you had an opportunity or something that could fix their problem, but then you took it away and to tell them that it might not be for them. That right there is what piques their curiosity when you offer something and take it away. And so I'm sure you have the appropriate system to follow up. Do you have any particular what information do you share with them, or have, if you sent it yet? Have you sent
Okay,
what
so, Coach, what I normally do, right, is I get on the phone with them and I just talk to them. And if they have a moment, I get them on a private Zoom and I share some of our products and our services. So that's just what I do.
Awesome. And Zoom is free, correct? You can have a free Zoom account.
Folks, you can have a free Zoom account. You can absolutely have a free, I think you can go for, I don't know, 40, 50 minutes. It's long enough.
Yeah.
But you can definitely do that. And you know, folks enjoy that personal touch. They really do. Just talk to them. You know, they spoke to you already. So now they just went from a cold market to a warm market because you just spoke to them. They're asking you for information. They're looking forward to your information. So for me, that works well. And listen, I mean, listen, I'm not here to tell my particular leg of the organization. They know that and you guys do what your coach, your upline success tells you to do. But my team knows that I'm big on three-way calls.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, always, hey, listen, we are available. We are here to help you to get to that next level. Yes, sir.
Appreciate that. And we know there are people here who are leaders. And so if something that's shared on here that goes against what you're teaching your team or what you guys are learning and it's working, you guys can ignore anything I say or Coach Denise or Coach Stu or Coach Kimberly says. And by all means, listen to your coach. That's just one strategy to use. And the reason that that's so powerful is because you've met these people. And so you have some rapport. And remember, in business, we do business with people we like and we trust. And so part of having that phone conversation and then taking it to the next level and having a Zoom where you can see each other, that just takes the level of communication up, and that helps to build that trust. Okay, and also build more rapport with the person. Doing a three-way call or a three-way Zoom or a three-way group chat on Facebook, those are options you guys have available. So, hey, thanks, Coach Stu, for sharing that, and that's some good stuff. And I know we focus a lot on the products, especially on social media, but people are struggling around the world financially. Okay, and so I saw an article the other day, and it would have 13 things middle class people can no longer afford. All right, and home ownership is it was now number one because housing is costing more, and people are missing out on purchasing their home because their income isn't keeping up with the prices of homes. Going to college, right, without having any debt. That's a struggle for people. I mean, they can go to school, but then they go and get student loans. And I know Kimberly's set a good example. Her son, she got him through, has getting him through school by being able to use her commissions to pay for all of his college. Okay, and so it's an amazing thing. I'm doing the same thing, my daughter, so that when she graduates college, she won't have that ball and chain of student loan debt, that dragging her down. another things was people can't afford health insurance. I've come across a lot of people personally that don't have health insurance, retirement savings. People are struggling to save up for retirement, so that's why they're working into their advanced years. You know, they're at retirement age, but can't retire because they were never able to afford to put money into a retirement account because they never had enough income to even invest. They needed every single dime they earned to help them live. So people can't travel, just taking vacations, new cars, right? New vehicles cost a lot, and people can't afford that. Private school for the kids. You know, some people want to put their kids and I'm not knocking public school. I'm a product of public school for a lot of my life, but early in life, my parents had me and my siblings in private school. We went to Catholic school, but then after a few years, it got too expensive, so we had to go to public school. People can't invest in real estate, things like that. Just having disposable income, and even people can't afford to stay home from work, right? Because if they don't show up to their job, they don't get paid, right? And one of the biggest thing is not having at least 3 to 6 months of your income of your expenses saved in an emergency fund, right? Those are some things you want to definitely have. And middle class people are working jobs, they can't afford that, and so we solve people's problems. Like Coach Stu, you know, the guy said he would be traveling somewhere if it wasn't for money. Well, Coach Stu has a solution to solve that problem, right? And so that's what, you know, when it comes to the big business, you know, letting people know you have solutions to some of their problems, right? That's going to be one of the keys to growing your business. All right, hey, hey, Coach Kim, you have anything you want to share today?
No, that was great tips from Stu and Denise. I want to thank them for that. And you know what Coach Stu was talking about was being relatable, right? Not saying, oh, look at my flashy car, look at my flashy this, look at my, he was like really trying to get down to a personal level where someone would feel important, because that's what it's about, is really helping people, making a difference. And you know, when I first joined HBN, we couldn't pay our power bill. That was my motivation, was to make enough money to pay my power bill, because I didn't want to ask my mom for money, you know. But I try to keep that in mind, why I started, because if you know your why, you're going to be able to help someone else reach their why. And if you just stay humble, that's right, stay humble and always remember where you started from. And it's okay to start from the beginning. We all have a beginning. So you can't compare my story to Marcus's story or your story to my story, because we all have to start somewhere, and we all have to learn and grow. And we're all going to make mistakes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, and that's okay. That's how we learn and grow, and that's how we help each other and help our teams know better. So don't be afraid to get out there and stumble and make mistakes. Oh my gosh, I've done lives where I have no idea what I was saying. Sometimes I couldn't pronounce words, and I just admitted, hey, I can't say this word. I'm going to muck it up a little bit, but just roll with me and just stay true to you. Be authentic, and that's going to really grow your business too.
Yeah, just be yourself. I mean, you know, I always tell people, if yourself is a negative person that always thinks that the glass is half empty and the sky is falling, well, you're going to act like someone else, right? Until you develop and become that person that's the high energy, that's a positive person, because people are attracted to people who they perceive as doing well in life, right? So
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
I had a phone call with a lady last week, and she's been following me for years, and she acted like I was some celebrity on the phone with her. She was just thanking me for my time, thanking. It was so fun. We laughed. I'm like, okay, you got to cut it out. I'm like, I'm just the same as you. And we just had a great time laughing and having fun. So, you know, just the more you put yourself out there, the more people are going to trust you, and the more people are going to buy or join you, because you never know who your rock star is, right? But I know I was asked that in Florida, besides Will Zanders, who was sitting there in his fine suit, looking all fine and dandy. I'm like, you never know when you're talking to someone at the gas station or at the grocery store or getting your hair done or whatever it is, who's going to be your next rock star. So don't ever count somebody out, because if someone counted you out, you know, we wouldn't have you guys here, and that would be a shame, because you guys are all rock stars. So don't be afraid to talk, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. And like I said, you never know who you're going to be talking to tomorrow that just might come and be your big number one star.
Yeah, you never know. And I look at it like this: if I don't know, if I know somebody has a problem, whether it's their finances or their health, and we have something that can solve the problem that worked for me, or I know someone that had the issue that or who's on this Zoom and used the product or they got out of debt. If I don't share it with somebody, do I really care about people? You know, so you always have to look at it like that. You know, we have something in our hands with the opportunity with the products that could change someone's life. And that's one of the reasons, that's why Paula primarily created these companies, was to help the average person, number one, you know, bring in some additional income. We know everyone doesn't desire to earn, you know, $1 million. You know, so for some people, the extra $500 a month, that could be some life-changing income. That's $6,000 a year, you know, for doing something, you know, part-time. And how Kimberly said she had a financial goal when she started. When I joined in 2019, didn't have a team. You know, Denise had just joined. I didn't know Kimberly, even though we were in the same company at the same time, but she joined this HBM before I did. My first goal was to earn enough commissions to pay my mortgage at that time. Okay, and it was like 2,000 bucks a month, and so I didn't have a I figured, you know, I think I could do that within like 2 or 3 months. And fortunately, because of, you know, what was Kimberly joined, Denise joined, because of these products and the pay plan, I was able to accomplish that first goal pretty quickly. So one of the things you guys are going to want to do, which is what we teach with our new member orientation, is you want to have your 20 reasons why you want to be successful with the business. And so we were just on a live with one of our other leaders, and those 20 reasons, when you write them down, you make sure they're detailed and specific. Okay, and don't be afraid to write down a number that's something that makes you think. Right, it should be something you can believe you can achieve, but don't write the number so low where it doesn't take a lot. It takes some effort to accomplish it. But have your 20 reasons why you want to be successful, you know, so that way, you know, you'll have your reasons why you want to stick with the business and build it. All right.
And just one more thing, just be very specific. Like Coach Marcus was saying, I did training with Will one time over my 20 reasons why. And I said, oh, I want a house. He's like, okay, well, let's go to Walmart. I'll buy you a Barbie house. I'm like, well, that's not quite the house I had in mind. He's like, okay, so tell me how big the house, who's going to live in the house? Where is this house going to be located? How much is this house going to cost you? Know your property taxes. He made sure I got really detailed so I knew my whys for what I really want. So be detailed. Don't be afraid to dig deep and really dream about what, not dream, just see what you're going to manifest, right? What you write is what you invite. So don't be afraid to really do some soul searching. And it's not easy sometimes knowing your 20 whys. And if you guys need help, reach out to your person that helped you or to any of us, you know, that it's important, and you want to write it so you can see it, have it in several places throughout your house as well.
Yep. And I did the exact exercise back. This was back during the pandemic. I think when we first rolled this out, I did the exact same thing. Well, I told Will I wanted to buy a new house and I want to buy a new car. And he said, well, we can go down to Target or Walmart and buy a little toy car and buy a Barbie dream house. And so I had my new car and I would have a new house, but I couldn't drive the car and I couldn't live in a house. And so it takes some time. It's going to take you some time to really sit down and be detailed with those 20 reasons. And so it might not be something you're going to do with, you know, in one day. You know, it may take you one day to write five your reasons why. It's probably going to take more than one sheet of paper. And with that, you know, you want to identify your top four of those reasons why. Take an index card or a post-it note, write your top four reasons why down on 3 to 4 post-it notes and index cards, and keep them places where you're going to see them. Okay, mine is taped to my bathroom mirror. I keep one as a bookmark. I keep one on my nightstand, and one stays in my car. All right, so I see mine, you know, in the places I'm at several times throughout the day. So, because what happens is your mind thinks in pictures. It doesn't think in words. Okay, so when you think of a car, your favorite car, you see it. You see that, that Mercedes E350, that black 2024 Mercedes E350 with black leather interior and out 25-inch alloy wheels with the premium sound system, tinted windows, sunroof. You see that, right? So that's why when you're developing your 20 reasons, you want to make sure you're as descriptive as you can, because your mind will see it, and you have to see things, right, before you actually see things. Okay, and so yes, that's correct, Terry. You visualize it. Another thing I did was, once I did my 20 reasons and my top four, I created a vision board. Okay, so I have a vision board. I have two of them now, but I found pictures that went along with some of my 20 reasons and my top four, and I made a vision board. So when I would go into my closet to get dressed in the morning when I was going to work, I would see my reasons in pictures, and that helped me be able to want to go and fight traffic and drive for 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours to work, and an hour and a half, 2 hours coming home every day. When I used to work and when I used to drive to an office, I work at home now, so my commute is a little bit different. But encourage you guys to do those things, and that's going to help you stay focused, during those hard times, where your business may not be growing as fast as you want it to grow, or you have people telling you no or not responding. Like Coach Two said, don't get focused with the outcome, focus on the output, like focus on your seeds. A farmer plants seeds and waters them. He doesn't know which seeds are going to grow. All they do is water the seed, take care of the ground, and hopefully every seed will grow, which we know that's not the case. So don't get focused with the outcome. Focus on your output and plant seeds with the people. So yeah, I think we didn't have anything specific. This is, like I said, this is really informal. Does anyone have anything they want to? Hey, Dr. Dorothy, and go ahead. You can speak.
Yes, hello. How are you, everyone, this evening? I'm asking for tips on pop-ups. I don't do too many outside because of the heat, but I do have a lot of invites to do pop-up on the inside. So I'm just needing some what type of samples. I know we got the soap sample. I've seen that, and also the pain cream. What are some good tips? Coach Denise, I think you mentioned that, or anyone else. If you do a pop-up, what are some of the most important things I need in my possession?
Well, I think one of the things that you need to do is make sure that you have flyers, your business cards, that kind of thing. That's your most important. You don't have to have all the products there unless you're going to sell samples. I would suggest that if you're selling samples, that you pick a one or two, like the soaps. And like you said, it's going to be hot. It could be hot. You can also like have a cooler there with some ice to make sure that your samples are staying nice and fresh. It really depends on what you want at your pop-up. What type of a pop-up are you going to do? That kind of thing.
Okay, I won't be doing it outside, but and most likely my samples I will give away instead of
Okay.
selling it. As far as the soap and the pain cream. Um, yes, okay. I kind of got the picture.
Okay.
Okay, thanks so much.
You're
Awesome.
welcome.
And Dr. Dorothy, if you're going to give away samples, make sure you get their contact, their information, or have them write their name and email address and phone number on the list, so you can follow up with them.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can I comment on that?
Yep, go ahead, Charlotte. She does these.
Well, I usually do them with a lot of people that's on the team. But from my experience, if you got your product displayed out there, people are going to question it. They're going to also ask you, what do you have for this or what do you have for that? I, in the beginning, used to put pain cream inside little containers with one or two squeaks in it. But I listened to Marcus one time, you know, that's not always good. But the berberine packs, the Slimmer Mac packs, you know, those every now and then I would give those samples away, just give it away. It depends on what they purchased from me that day, or if they joined, I would give something like that. But I don't recommend making the little samples of the creams or different things like that. Now the little soaps, you can cut those in pieces and give those. I think Miriam and some other people was doing that. I've never had problems with having to give away a lot of little small samples because people are not familiar with our product. There's so many people, especially if you was go to a holistic event. I can't wait to get to another holistic event. Every time there's a holistic event in this town, we have an event going on or something else going on, distractions, and I miss it. But I went to a holistic event in Florida with Ralph Alexander. Oh my God, I never seen so many people in my life. They had so many people, and then there was so many people that stopped at our table. I had two large suitcases full of product, and I sold practically all of that product. And we got lots of contacts. I just wish the contacts were for me. Back to you, Marcus.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Charlotte. Pray all is well. And yeah, I know Charlotte and her team, they do a lot of those pop-ups and like go to swap meets and things like that. And so they move a lot of products that way. And she touched on the samples. And one of the things she said she'll give away the sample pack. I know there were some people who would open like a package of, say, Nova Coffee and make individual sample packets of that or berberine. And the reason I don't do that is because that opens you up to liability if you open the package and make your own sample packs from the original package. If somebody has like a negative reaction to the product and they get sick or something happens to them, they could hold you liable for that. So that's why when I've given away samples of people, I will give them a sample bag of the 7 serving supply of berberine or 7 serving supply of Nova coffee. And so that's what Charlotte was mentioning when it came to not giving away the individual serving samples. But the hair and body bars, those are easy to cut up and set sample.
And it doesn't have to cost you a lot if you use your MRP points. I do that a lot for giveaways and things like that. I use my MRP points to attract more business. So it doesn't cost me anything but shipping.
Yep. Yep. Thanks. But good question. Thank you, Charlotte and Kim, for sharing. Anyone else have anything they want to ask or share? Who's that, Gwen? I have to find you. There you go, Gwen. Let me allow you to talk. And you should be able to unmute yourself now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I have a question. I had posted something on Facebook and I said something about joining the Oil of the Month Club. No one didn't say anything to me, but I see like I have a couple of likes. How do I respond to those people that just liked it? Can I go in there and Messenger and say something? I don't know exactly what I need to say.
Does anybody want to answer that? Anyone can. And
Please?
who's that? That you, Gwen?
No, Yeah, I said, please, somebody else.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I stepped away. What was the question one more time, please?
I, she posted about joining the Oil of the Month Club, and no one commented like say, "Hey, I want more information." They just simply hit the like button and responded that way.
Okay,
So,
what I would do, Ms. Gwen, is I would just keep on keeping on because they could have just been liking because they wanted to see you with some likes or they were kind, because if you go into the inbox without them asking for information, that made them stop them from liking anything else. So that's just my take on it. If they wanted to say something, they definitely could. Just keep on posting value and keep on posting results. And if they're interested, they will definitely let you know. So just keep on going. You can definitely thank them for the like. Thank you very much. Or go to their page and like to keep that communication open. But just keep on going. Okay? That's what I would do.
yeah.
Okay,
That just
thank
means
you.
this means they're watching you. So you got eyes on you, just like Coach Stu said, just keep posting. They're watching. They are watching. So they're going to see if you're being consistent with posting, being consistent about talking about the oil of the club month, oil. What word am I trying to say there? Oil of the month club. There we go. And they're just seeing if you're being consistent, seeing what you're doing. You have their attention. Now just keep going, like Coach Stu said there.
And
Okay, thank you.
And there's nothing wrong, like Coach Stu said, there's nothing wrong with sending them a message just to thank them for supporting your post. Is leave it at that. And if they wanted more information after you thank them, that they will respond back. But sometimes some people they just supporting you to help you with the algorithm. But it is sometimes a good practice to thank the people for giving you a like or a heart or whatever type of reaction it is.
Okay.
Okay.
But if somebody did, after I do that, if somebody responds, what should I say?
That's what we have that on our social media training. So you want to make sure you
Okay.
attend that.
Okay. Thank you.
That's on Tuesday. I think the last one was Tuesday. I think tomorrow night will be in another social media training.
Well, this is pretty good, Coach. I really enjoy our Monday Hangouts. Folks, if you have any questions, if you need to know about the compensation plan, if you need to know about some products, this is definitely the way. Just remember, just have posture with your business. Have some posture. Hold your head high, and keep a smile on your face. People like doing business with competent people. And like Coach Kim had mentioned earlier, because I do it all the time. If you're not sure, and you know what, that is a great question. Let me get back to you with that answer. No shame in doing that. In fact, I'd rather for someone to do that because that shows, wow, this person's really plugged in and they can get me an answer. So yeah, I definitely want to do business with them or even join them in business because I know that they're going to get the right answers for me. So no problem, but just have some posture with your business, folks. We don't look like we're starving because we're not. We don't beg people to join because we don't, right? You just keep going and keep posting the results. Sometimes when you plant that seed, it might not come back till 3 months, 5 months, a year. It don't make a difference. Just keep planting your seeds because we know not to get attached to what? To the outcome, right? We don't get attached to the outcome. And you just keep going. So I am super proud of you, Miss Gwen. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on going, okay? Keep doing what you're doing. Okay,
Yeah.
Coach, back to you.
You're welcome. No problem. A good question. And how I typically follow people, Gwen, if I make a product post, like right now, I'm focused on black seed oil. And if someone requests information, I thank them, privately. Hey Gwen, thanks for commenting on my video about black seed oil. Do you have any questions about it? Okay, and so I just wanted to see what they would like to know for you. Your situation. If someone comments on Oil of the Month Club, then you can be cordial, be social, and thank them for commenting, and then just find out what questions they have, so that way you know which way to take the conversation, and not just don't just get excited and just automatically send them your link right away. You want to find out what what piqued their interest in wanting information, and then try to find out what their issue is or what their problem is. Because what I found, sometimes somebody may comment and want information about black seed oil, and then they start talking about other things like being overweight or not having energy or things like that. So that allows me to make other recommendations when I'm leading with the product. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you both coaches. Thank you so much for your advice.
You're welcome. And we don't come across as sales like Kimberly. She's really big into. If you ever follow Kimberly Wilkins' post or Coach Denise's posts, they're always fun. They're always like positive. They're not always about the products. Sometimes they may have like a bottle or something, but they talk more about the benefits and things like that, instead of saying specific, hey, I'm drinking Vitality. They could be saying, hey, I'm drinking my Slimmer tea, wherever it is. And that piques people's interest. And then that's when they'll handle any conversations, in privately, instead of posting on directly on their timeline. Hey, Mary. There you go.
Hello.
You have your hand raised. You're muted right now. Hey, Mary.
Hello. So I am temporarily on a social media blackout circumstances, and I had really had gotten into more social media and like building rapport and connecting with people and all that. So for line, I've been using like the tools of asking oh sorry, been a rough day. But it's been trying to get connecting with people more, which is kind of hard for me. To build the cold market, kind of suggestions that I could use. I've been doing some reading from Big Al's books, but my courage up is kind of hard for me. So it's kind of a challenge for me to do the cold market connections instead of the warm market connections. If anybody has any suggestions, I would greatly appreciate it.
Well, if you were breaking up, so we couldn't hear everything you were saying. But you probably need to do some more personal development so you can become comfortable with approaching people in the cold market, which is the hardest way to build the business. Cold market is like, when we do our training, we focus on hot market, warm market, and cold market last. And many people don't ever have to go to the market. Okay, and Charlotte, you have anything you want to share, Charlotte? I know you unmute yourself.
I did. I did. Referring to what she was saying, she do have a hard time with cold market. With cold market, you basically need to be a bold person. Put it that way. Now I'm bold. I would be like in Walmart, don't have anything to do, just walk around in the store. And I'll see somebody over in the medical supply buying something like cough syrup or different stuff. And I'll just stop and I'll say, I'm just curious. Can you tell me what that really does for you? And they'll look at me and may start a conversation, tell me what it do. And I'll ask them, have you ever thought about using plant-based, something that God gave us on her? It's and like this last lady, she said, plant, plant. You mean like over there in the fruits and vegetables? I say no. Um, if you give me your phone number, I can send you some information and we can maybe have a chat. And I do stuff like that. I do it all of the time. But what I wanted to say to you guys, I know you guys gave me a lot of comments and stuff about what's going on with me. Let's talk a little bit about grief because we all go through it at some time or the other. And grief is something that I've been dealing with for the last 2 weeks. I've actually talked with a prospect doing my grief with tears in my eye. But I had gave this lady my phone number because she didn't have her phone that day, and she called me about something that I was talking to her where I just walked up on her and asked her why was she buying that. I said, you don't want that junk. And I told her I got something better that she can use if she was open-minded to it. And she had called me, and I had a tear in my eye. That was the same day they called me Monday last week to tell me my brother had died. I ain't even got over my grandson, and here I got another death, and I'm on the phone, steady going. For some reason, this business has done something to me deep down inside internally. I'm doing a business that I didn't want to do in the beginning, but because of the products and what I've seen it do for so many people, it is buried in my soul that grief has not even stopped me. I sit and I feel the little jitters and the pain and the agony of because we haven't put them in the ground yet. And to think I got 2 funerals next week. Don't stop, don't quit, and don't let the treacherous pain of grief put you under to the point where your soul is going away and you cease to live. There's nothing that you can do. You can't bring them back. So you got to keep living your life. And this is what I've been telling myself every day through my prayers. God, give me strength. And God has given me strength, and he's given Kenya strength. And we just kept going on. And we feel a lot better doing this because if this business was here, I think I would be laid up in my bed somewhere, crawled up in a knot. Back to you, Marcus.
Amen, Charlotte. Thank you for sharing that. You know, you and Kenya are in our prayers, and I'll commend you for you guys have been attending the Zooms and supporting your teams, and you know you recognize that yes, I mean losing a loved one, that's hard, especially it wasn't expected, but being able to move forward and knowing that you're making an impact on people's lives with the products and with the opportunity. I know that's what is driving you guys, and it's going to be challenging. I've lost both my parents. I almost died 4 years ago in a car accident, so I certainly know what it's like to grieve and want to feel sorry and feel bad, and want to just stay in like pity and sorrow. But life goes on, and what helped me was I recognized that people needed what we have to offer, and so I know you and you and Kenya had the same mindset. So I appreciate you for sharing that, and all as well. But in regard to Mary, as far as working with the cold market, that's something you're going to have to continue doing some more personal development, and then you're going to have to just be willing to go out there and speak. Set a goal. I'm going to talk to one stranger a day. Doesn't have to be 20 people a day, one person or one a week. Start with one person a week that you want to approach, and you want to, what you're learning in the books or the videos, you want to go out and practice it. And sometimes you're going to be successful with it. You may be clear with all your words. Sometimes you're probably going to get stuck and stammer and not get all the words out, but you have to be comfortable and be bold, like Miss Charlotte said, with talking to your cold market. Okay, and I've witnessed her. We were in Nashville, Tennessee, in a Publix grocery store, and a bunch of us were in the store, and Miss Charlotte has a conversation with the assistant manager of the store. And next thing we know, she's introducing her to another HBM rep while we were in the store, and they exchanged information. So that's one of the books I like to read. One of the books that really helped me, Mary, was like Sean just posted it. Is by Big Al, How to Get Instant Trust, Belief, Influence, and Rapport. So that's going to be one of the books we recommend. Yeah, and so that's one of the books we recommend if you're going to, want to reach out to your cold market. But if you can't post on social media because of what you have going on, you're gonna have to do it offline and do that in person. Okay, awesome. Someone else had their hand raised. I think they lowered them. Was that Miranda? Where'd you go? Miranda, did you have something you want to share? Yes. Okay. Yeah, so for those you don't know, for right now, Mary, she's restricted from posting on social media because she has a personal issue that she's dealing with. So she's been instructed not to post online. So that's where she's going to be required to, do some offline stuff. Now, t-shirts, those are great silent salesmen. Your button, things like that, where you can have strangers approach you because they're curious about your button or about your t-shirt. Those are things I like doing. I like to wear when I'm out, and people will stop me about my button or about my t-shirt and want more information on this. So that's one way where you can have people approaching you. And so that may be a good tool.
I was gonna say, Coach Marcus, this Miranda, how you doing?
Well, how you doing?
Fine. I just want to share that I had did a live video, I think last Monday, on hair loss and beet black seed oil. And I had a church member of mine that had commented on the picture that I did in my Facebook story, and she knew about the black seed oil. And so I told her, let me get back with my, you know, person that was over me, which is Dee Dee, right? And she told me to I told her that I would get back with her, and she told me that the black seed oil, do help her, but she was wondering how does it help with hair loss. So I told her I would get back with her, and I texted her Saturday, and I know I'm still waiting on her to respond back, but I have been doing like several videos with hair loss and black seed oil.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's perfect. 'Cause so you've identified a niche product and a niche that people have a problem with, which is hair loss. Like back in 1996, if Black Soil was out, if I knew about it back then, I probably would have bought it and applied it to my hair, like Coach Will did. And so I may still have hair, but that's good. Like having a focus, have your content focused. That's something that you'll speak to people who may deal with hair loss, or maybe they know someone. Okay, and if you haven't looked at the 101 black soil oil benefits, I think hair loss is one of the benefits on that list. So make sure you have access to that, and that's a good tool to have some content to share when it comes to black seed oil. All right, and we're almost done. So I did my live today about black seed oil, and so I went to Amazon. I went to Amazon and looked up a black seed oil. It was $26 for a bottle So I wanted to see what the thymoquinone content was in that bottle. For 1 teaspoon, okay, they get 48 milligrams of thymoquinone. Our bottle was what, $25 for 900 drops. Okay. And so it would, so for, I did the math, I think it was like 14.5 drops would give me like 48, 49 milligrams of thymoquinone with about 14 or 15 drops, which if I did that every day, that bottle of our black oil would last 6 months. I'm sorry, 60 days. The bottle, it was bigger on Amazon. It was 1 teaspoon a day. That would only last for 48 days. Okay. And so know your product, because people are going to ask you questions. Well, why should I buy your black oil as opposed to buying the one I'm buying on Amazon? Well, the one thing you can tell them, hey, well, does Amazon or does your vitamin store pay you to use and share that black seed oil? And they're going to say no, they don't. Well, they can get paid by buying and using and sharing our black seed oil. Plus, we have other benefits. Yeah, our bottle has 3,000 milligrams per bottle, and so when I did the math, that bottle there, when I did the math, I did it was 48 milligrams times 48 servings, only 2,304 milligrams per bottle. It was a bigger bottle, and they had to use more of it. Okay, so I just thought I should share that with you guys since I did that comparison today during my live. But all right, hey Gwen, where you at? I'm trying to find you. See you raise your hand. Let's get you.
I'm
Okay.
here.
Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to share something that happened with me last month. I don't want to say it was good, but I was at an event. My friend, she gives at the beach in Florida every month with ladies, and they gather around. So the month before last, I decided that I would cut up some soap like Miriam did, and I put some samples, and no one came that day because it rained that month. But I gave her I gave her a sample, and the next month, which was last month just passed, she had another event. So I had some more soaps, and I cut them up and I bought them. And so I passed some out to a couple of ladies, and I gave her a soap, the same soap that she got the last month before, the month before. And I gave her a sample soap to try. And so she says to me, you gave me, because this one was cut a little slimmer. So she said, you gave me this slim one. Why you give me, you know how much I like this soap, because she called me and told me last month how much she liked the soap, but she never purchased the soap from me. So last month she's getting on me about giving her a skinny bar. And I said to her, well, why don't you just buy it? And
Yeah.
she just looked at me, you know, like, how are
Yeah.
you going to complain to me about a slim little slice that I gave you? I gave you a slice last month, and then I gave you one this month. And now you're going to complain and tell me, you know how much I like the soap. Why the soap? Oh,
That's the example of when you give someone a sample and you tell them now the next time you want to buy it, was your website information in the sample so they can go to the website?
I had my QR code on it.
So when you give someone a sample, you can tell them, hey, go ahead and use this. If you want to buy this after, if you like the sample, you want more, go to that QR code. Now did she come back to you and ask you for a sample, or did you offer it to her?
Well,
The second
I
time.
offered it to everybody that was there. And I said, well, I already know you have the sample already, but I said, I'm going to give you another one. And I was letting everybody know that, if they're interested, I have the QR code right there on the label. And then she just started saying to me, well, you give me this skinny bar. You know how much I like this soap.
And my response been like, well, guess what? You can go to my website and you can buy a bar or 5 or 6. So
And that was basically what I said. Well, buy a bar.
yeah,
Buy the bar if you like it.
and if she's a friend,
I want to say that, but
okay,
I haven't had support. I've been supporting her, but I haven't gotten it.
yeah. And so, yeah, I like when I've given samples away like that, I always let people know if they want more of it, they want another bar, a full size bar, they need to go and buy it. And so it's up to them. Like I wouldn't have given her a free sample the second time, but I would have given everybody else. She would have had to went and buy. She would have had to buy a bar since she already had it the first time.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, it's a lot we learn, right? That's
Hey,
just me.
Coach, let me interject here.
But
Remember, folks, you got to have the posture in your business because, see, the more you give, the more people are going to take.
Mhm.
Okay. And if you're at a restaurant and you gave me, a little plate of food, a sample, I wouldn't expect to come back and get more. You know, if I give you a sample, if you cut my grass complimentary one time, I can't expect it. Now I understand it's but the principle, but the thing is, this is your business. So if they don't, respect or like the product enough, and in this case, it sounds like she does, then yes, you do not feel bad about saying, listen, this is a business. I have to pay for these samples. The company doesn't give them to me for free. So I gave you some. So I would definitely like, if you like some, I would love to make sure you get some. But you have to get one. So don't feel bad about if you're at a grocery store, people couldn't just come and take stuff out of it, right? They couldn't do that. You wouldn't be in business long. So don't feel bad about that.
Yep. Yeah. Don't feel bad. It's a good learning experience too. That's all it is. But we were at the Orange Beach, Alabama event, and we went to that restaurant. Miss Charlotte was there, and then I think Dr. Dorothy was there. They were throwing rolls around. Right? It was I forgot the name of the store, the restaurant, but they gave you all the sides. I mean, so they would come around and give you free food. However, yeah, Lambert's. However, they didn't give you a plate for them to put those. They walked around with black eyed peas. It was the potato thing, the steamed potato slices. They had all like the food we grew up eating. However, they wouldn't give you a plate until you place your order. All right. And so once you place your order, they brought you a plate, and then you could have all the free black eyed peas you wanted, all the potatoes you wanted. It was so much. I ate so much of that food. I took my food to go. That's how much we ate. Then Linda was there. She was sitting right next to me. Right. So that's what they did. So we didn't have they want us to buy first before they even gave us the free samples, right, of the food. So it's all about having posture. Remember, you are in business, and so it's about posture, and maybe if you do have something like that again, maybe have some hair and body bars on hand, so people can buy it right then, instead of going to your website. Yeah, man, Mandy was there. The food was so good. Yeah, the food was good, but. All right, guys. It's been a little over an hour, so it's been fun today. I think that we had a good questions today. Good feedback. Keep Charlotte and Kenya in your prayers. We know how losing loved ones is, and so we appreciate them for showing up and supporting the team. And thank you, Coach Denise, Coach Kimberly, and Coach Stu for hopping on and sharing your words of wisdom. I believe social media training is going to be tomorrow night. The link is usually posted the day of the event, the day of the Zoom. So stay tuned for that. Coach Will does a great job of hosting that, and usually there's a fee for that. So make sure when you attend that, take your notes and apply the information, because it does work. But Mary Peterson, for you, I know you can't post on social media until your situation is resolved, but consider it like your t-shirts and your buttons, and be willing to ask, like, be bold like Miss Charlotte, and be willing to talk to people. All right. All right, guys. So I've learned my friends don't support me. I'll support them, and they know it. Yeah. So, all right. That's good approach. All right. All right, guys. Well, God bless you guys. Let me stop the recording, and we will go ahead.